That moment when you ask a student to practice the routine, they just stare at you like, make me. Every teacher's been there. I'm going to tell you how to fix that in 3 steps. If you're just meeting me, I'm Melissa. I've been a teacher since the early 90s, and I have tried it all, and I share what works. The first step is stating your expectation. You might say something like, we're going to practice how you listen when I speak, and everyone will get a chance to do it right. And if a student refuses, you say, I understand you don't feel like practicing right now, but part of the class expectation is that everyone participates in routines because that's how we learn to work together. You've just named the expectation without giving power to the refusal. The second step is you're going to encourage them to listen to you by offering them a small, dignified way to comply, because the last step, you're going to give them a consequence if they don't. So you could say something like, you could choose to practice now with the class or later with me during detention, during free talking time that I give at the end of the period, during recess if you're allowed to take 5 minutes away. Find a time. Practicing now means you're going to get your time back, move on with everyone else. And if the student joins in, you quietly say to them, thank you for turning that around. That's what responsibility looks like. But the third step, if they keep refusing, is enforce a logical consequence. You could say, you have chosen not to practice with the group. So now you will need to practice during whatever you said during the encourage step. And I'll help you do it correctly then. If they argue or try to escalate, you say, I hear you're frustrated. You don't have to like it, but it's not a choice to skip it. We'll practice together later. This keeps your tone neutral. It shifts the power back to your consistency, not emotion. So some logical consequences could be practice during recess or free time. Maybe you have a choice time. They're going to lose that and practice with you. And if they're older, they're going to practice with you during passing time. Call your colleague, tell them where they're going to be, that they will get a consequence for being late to the next class. Remember, the goal is not compliance for its own sake. It's teaching them responsibility. When you stay calm and consistent, you're showing your students that you mean what you say, that routines aren't optional. Refusing it just delays, but doesn't avoid the expectation. But if you've done all that, it's time to go to admin. If this is something you struggle with, follow for more tips. I offer one-to-one coaching, small group, and PD for the district. You can find my information in my Stand store.